Vaccines. So vaccines. In the olden days, vaccines work like this. A lot of people will find and try a weak, but kind of the virus, but still enough to create enough memory cells to your body, and it will inject it into your body, and then it will create more memory cells, which means when the actual attackers come, it will easily fade off. But those vaccines, live vaccines, actually don't 100% work because sometimes you don't produce enough memory cells. So that's why we got the second way, used very recently and also used in two kinds of vaccines. Two major vaccines in COVID-19, BioNTech and Moderna. These two are using mRNA vaccines, the newest types of vaccines. So if you don't know, mRNA is a protein that tells what the cell produces. So when you inject some mRNA and tell the cells to produce antibodies against COVID-19, it is pretty effective. So that's why normally BioNTech and Moderna is more effective than CoronaVac or Sinovac in So CoronaVac or Sinovac is still pretty effective. It's not like, if you take the Sinovac or CoronaVac, you have like no good effectiveness. There's still high effectiveness, okay? It's still pretty high. Vaccines actually prevent a lot. Imagine if you got 10 million people who are infected of chickenpox. Well, 9 million of them, or 90% of them, will probably have a mild fever. Like a million, then like a few million of them will also get a mild not a mild fever, like pretty strong fever, and then a few million more. In those 9 million will get a rash, and some more will get other small diseases like diarrhea or runny nose or being very cold or very hot or sweating and stuff. But since they are unvaccinated, something like pneumonia or encephalitis can also happen to them, which are extremely deadly. In total, around those 10,000 people will be dead if all those 10 million are unvaccinated. But if you vaccinate all of them, only a few million will get a mild symptom, and like a million of them will get a mild rash. Only a few people will get like crazy diseases like pneumonia compared to thousands. In total, we don't know if there is any cases. If there is, it's not confirmed. So that's why taking the vaccine is good, but you might think, is it worth the risk? I would say yes. If you see viruses, those viruses are not that strong. If you effectively complete a vaccine, it will probably 100% okay. There's also something called vaccination. Imagine if you have a child, but your child cannot get a vaccine. So it's called group immunity. So it has to 95% of people around you has to be vaccinated for it to work. So that's called group vaccination. And then in COVID, we got three main types of vaccine. We got Sinovac or CoronaVac, a live vaccine, which is used since smallpox. I will talk about that later. And then we got mRNA by BioNTech and Moderna, which are the newest vaccines we found, which is pretty cool, I guess. They are very effective and good for us because the two best combinations of vaccines are either number one, 2 doses of BioNTech and 1 dose of Moderna at 97.6% effectiveness, or 3 doses of BioNTech 96%. Because both of them are mRNA, and mRNA are very effective. Even if you only took 2 doses of BioNTech and 1 dose of anything else, you still get, like 1 dose of Sinovac, you still get something like 70 plus effective rate. So yeah, that's how viruses work. Okay.